Hey there, it's your boy Big Bomber. Taking another look at the 150 freshwater. Those are my peacock bass, two of them right there. Seem to be growing pretty well, eating pretty well. One's a little smaller than the other. That's a Chinese alligator with him. He thinks he's a peacock bass. Down to 4 tiger barbs now. Looks like my catfish got a hold of the smallest one again. Again, I kind of knew this was coming. Don't have much of a sentimental attachment to the tiger barbs. If you look in the pot, it's hard to tell, but my tiger shovel nose red tail hybrid's in there. He'll be in there all day now that he's got a nice full belly. You can't really see without the lighting. Oh, peacock, they're coming for food. They're starting to get, they're definitely not shy anymore, as you can tell from the first video. They definitely like to eat. Tiger barbs, they must be a little stressed out knowing that they're not allowed at the bottom of the tank, but they were just cycling fish at the end of the day. They may live, they may not. This tank is going to eventually be predatory. I'm going to get up with a gar, maybe a barracuda, or maybe some cichlid, Oscars. I don't know yet. This is it. I rearranged it a little bit. The ghost knife was hiding a lot, as he is now. I did something different, which I'll show again. This is a glass vase. Being that the ghost knife is basically blind, and I think uses electric pulse or something to emit sense or whatever in the water, he really likes to hide in the shelter, and he was hiding all day, so I bought my friend gave me the idea to put something see-through in the tank, and it works. He feels comfortable and safe inside of it. He spends a lot of time in it. I turned the recording on, he was in it and he left, but there'll be more recordings with him in it. I'm about to feed them some blackworm, live blackworms. I've been feeding my predatory fish feeder guppies, live blackworms, frozen bloodworms, and I've been feeding the tiger barbs. I've been getting whatever is left in the tank, as far as sometimes they'll nibble at the live fish. They definitely eat the live blackworms. They definitely eat the frozen bloodworms, but they love the flakes. It's a lot easier for them. So these guys are definitely hungry. There might be a brief pause as I prepare the blackworms. Actually, I think I could do it all at once. Okay, so this is probably a primitive way, but these are in a little cup. Let's see if I can get down real quick. I hope this doesn't turn into a 10-minute video. I'm going to pick them up with a fork, just so you can see them squirming. Yuck. I've had them for like 4. Oh my god, this is them on the floor, pretty close. But yeah, it's pretty nasty. Oh, they live about 5 days in the cup. And I put them in the fridge. What I do though is I replace the water. And in my local fish store, I get like an ounce of these for like $3, which is more than I can normally feed typical fish before they die. But they seem to still be alive. I got some on the floor. I'm gonna scoop that back up. So yeah, brief pause, and then you'll see me trying to feed them. All right, back real quick. No crazy prepping to do. Just scoop them up in a fork, drop them in the tank. The catfish normally comes out when he smells the food, but being that last night he took a nice liking to the smallest tiger barb again, which is now the second time, which was inevitable. He may be good. The ghost knife should come out. They smell it all hit the bottom, and they definitely go after it. So once again, I'll give it. Oh, there's the catfish. See, he'll eat again. He don't care. Maybe you'll see that huge belly filled with baby tiger barb. Ghost knife should be smelling the food any moment now. Back to these guys. These are like my favorite. These are the reason why I wanted to go predator. Oh, he's out. Big boy's out. I don't know if you take a look at that belly. Look at that belly. That's tiger barb inside of him. And he won't stop there. There's some more to eat. So he's going to go get his share, which is most likely more than everyone else's share. Again, that's like a red tail tiger shovelnose hybrid. They basically breed the red tail and the tiger shovelnose, and hence the hybrid. They, I heard, grow faster, they become larger, and they're hardy as heck. They don't, it takes a lot to die. I think I mentioned before, really what would kill him at this age would be starving him. Basically, if I stopped feeding him, stopped giving him food in the tank, he'd put himself in some type of metabolism shock and probably die from that way. But at the size of his belly, you could tell he eats well. I mean, I feed him very well, but nighttime comes and he becomes a predator again. So that's the loach. Again, that's the Chinese algae eater, which I call sardine because he's nice and meaty, and by the time my peacocks or my catfish get about 8, 9, 10 inches, I'm pretty sure he'll be the next meal. Oh, wait a minute, slide all the way over. Look at this big guy. Look at the size of him. And here we go. So I wanted to show everyone. Look, ghost knife hanging out in the vase. That's now his new home. He loves it. He can't tell we could see him, but it makes him feel safe, and he knows that no one can get in. He still likes to hide in the darker area. I think obviously that's what the vase is going to not do for him. And you also can't see him playing in the bubbles. Oh man, I wish you could. It's really awesome. He sits there and plays in the bubbles all day. I believe where they come from, there's normally a little bit of a current, so they definitely like a little bit of water movement. I'm going to add like a power head or something to give this tank a lot more flow. You know, so I guess I did a little bit of everything, a little bit of talking about the fish, the tanks, some feeding. The catfish is back in there now. He moves around a little bit more. I guess I'll throw some more in there, turn this into about a 7.5 minute video, and then that'll be it. A little bit more. That's a lot more, actually. I want to see the ghost knife come and get his share. Plus, these peacocks are going to have to eat a lot more because the catfish is not slowing down. And I do not want my peacocks to become a meal. That would probably ruin my day. I'd probably take the catfish out of this tank and restock it with bigger fish before I put them back in. So let's not have that happen. As you notice, the loach will eat from the bottom. He's eating them. Tiger barbs love them. Peacock bass love them. Even the little sardine, the Chinese algae eater, will eat them. Like I said, most of these fish in my tank, besides the peacock bass, are not predators. Like the catfish, I call him a scavenger. A scavenger's going to eat whatever they can eat. Whether it's a plant matter, food matter, dead or alive, he's going to eat food to survive. Whereas a peacock bass, a lot more of a predator. You know, follows a chain of command or a food chain of command. You know, he's going to eat what fit in his mouth, but very picky as far as they're not going to eat vegetable matter. They're not going to really eat dead food. They don't even take the flakes right now. As they get bigger, I heard you can get them to pellets. So, we'll see. Right now, they love the live food. Tiger barbs love the live food. Obviously, the catfish does. Down to 4 tiger barbs. Something tells me these tiger barbs will be gone in a month. But again, I didn't buy them to fall in love with them. I know they're not going to survive in this tank one way or another. Hey, it's a good source of protein for my fish, so it's a cycle of life. So anyone that's offended by that, by the killing of these tiger barbs, just know that it's not inhumane. It's in my tank, and my catfish has to eat to survive. Yeah, there's the peacocks, the catfish again. I guess the ghost knife is going to hide out. It's alright. It's your boy Big Mama. Hopefully next time I can get the ghost knife to eat. But this is the catfish that we haven't seen. And if you've seen him in the beginning, he was probably an inch shorter. And that was, I swear, a few weeks ago. I mean, it's hard to believe, but looking at the size of his belly, you can tell he eats. And if I don't feed him, he finds something. Alright, once again, Big Mama, 150 freshwater. Oh yeah, one more thing. We all know about the aqua top that I purchased. It's in there, running fine. But until I find another one, I got a Philstar Rena XP1. I mean, this thing's, I had this on my 30 gallon. It probably adds an extra 100 gallons of filtration an hour, but it's better than nothing. And as often as I feed my fish, I mean, the water changes might have to step up until I get better filtration. Alright, Big Mama is out.